Let me come closer to the crowd. Namaste. All these beautiful ladies and strong men here. I would start from an ancient Vedic saying, Yatra nari astu pujyante ramante tatra devata, which means wherever women are worshipped, wherever they have dignity of life, there the world becomes a better place to live in. There is development, there is peace. In India, we already had this respect embedded in our culture. But from 2014, a new sense of respect for women has become the foundation of all national schemes and programs that the central government has undertaken. The name of that force, or the name of the man, is Prime Minister Modi. It's a Modi force, it's a Modi miracle. One single man trying everything in his power to bring in a new sense of respect for women, to make respect for women a legitimate right in the society, and the ordinary woman, very ordinary woman's right to have respect from all sections of the society is being upheld and recognized by the central government. Prime Minister Modi's quest to raise consciousness in the society for respect to women, his constant endeavor to create roadmaps to remove gender inequality from different parts of the society, and his redefinition of development of women to women-led development has in turn removed most of the challenges that women and girls face in their environment, and this in turn has created ease of life for women and girls and enabled them to pursue their dreams, to follow their passion, to make a profession out of their passion, and in this way, entitlements of women have become their empowerments, and development of women today in India is mostly women-led development. These goals of women empowerment, these goals of women-led development are today the hardest pillars of Atmanirbhar Bharat, which means a self-sufficient India. And these goals have created opportunities for the ordinary women to emerge out of their ordinariness and to become extraordinary in terms of professionalism, in terms of education, in terms of physical and mental health, and to contribute to Atmanirbhar Bharat, which is the self-sufficient India. And in this Abhijan India, which is a huge movement, the ordinary woman becomes the leading force in the development trajectory. Today, in this decadal growth of women from 2014, we have seen multidimensional, we have seen multifaceted, we have seen very refined, modern, yet very delicate growth. Shamika ji was speaking of Swachh Bharat program. I would not overlap. Only I would say this, that when this program came in to free India from open defecation, and the program was to construct 90 million toilets in rural economy, it was understood by the central government that this needs a sustained behavioral change of the community, and only women can drive the change and bring about the long-lasting change. And so, this program emphasized on strengthening the role of women and building indigenous capacity. So women were involved not only in the planning and implementation stage of sanitation interventions, they also occupied very high leadership positions in the Swachh Bharat Gramin, which means village committees and institutions. Today, you will be very proud and happy to know that 1 million Swachhagrahis, 1 million grassroots leaders are down there in India at the ground root level, and they have pushed hard to make India free from open defecation. I would like to show you the first slide of Uttara Thakur. This grassroots leader, Uttara Thakur, is from Chhattisgarh. She is a differently abled woman, somebody who lost her legs during the polio. In spite of her hardships, she rose to the level of the Sarpanch, which is the village head. And with her indomitable courage and with her contagious spirit, She mobilized the whole village. She moved door to door and made her village, Chicha, free of open defecation. My salute to grassroots leader Uttara Thakur. You'll also be surprised to know that in Jharkhand, there was indigenous capacity building training and women masons, the grassroots leaders, they built 1,500,000 toilets to make Jharkhand free from open defecation. Previously, our Indian friend Prachi was speaking about a girl who could not follow her education, who could not pursue her education because she had to collect water from faraway places. I was hearing that, and I would like to speak about Jal Jeevan Mission, that is bringing tap water to the rural households. Nal se jal, har ghar jal, which means every rural household would have tap water. The provision of drinking water by the central government not only liberated women from their severe hardship, which is involved in the collection of water from faraway places, but also water entitlement became empowerment because not only 110 million rural households received tap water, but also 1.6 million, I repeat my friends, 1.6 million rural women were trained with field testing kits, and they are now occupied in quality control, surveillance activities, and grassroots leadership at the village-rural level. I would now like to go on to the PowerPoint presentation. The schemes are many because the dream is very huge. Women emancipation, women empowerment, women-led development, and to free India from the gender inequality. And today, I can safely say, very proudly say, that under the Narendra Modi government, the call for no discrimination, the call for removal of gender inequality, it was a call of yesterday. Today, women are emerging more equals. As we go off to the PowerPoint presentation, I would request you that because of shortage of time, I'll not be able to go through the whole PowerPoint. I'll just touch on the few very significant points. Any questions? I'm around. One of the first things that I would like to, please go on to the first slide, please. The first one obviously had, it's not here, but I'll talk about it. It's Beti Bachao, Beti Padhao, launched by the Prime Minister in 2015 in order to secure the survival and protection of the girl child, her growth and participation at every stage of her life. And complementing that is a Sukanya Samriddhi project in which a certain amount of money is kept with the government in a scheme called Sukanya Samriddhi, earning higher rates of interest than fixed deposit, but eligible for tax deductions. And when the girl child becomes mature enough, the entire amount, including the accumulated interest, is given to the child so that she can take her independent decisions. We also have one-stop shop or Sakhi. Approximately 1,000 one-stop shops for attending to victims of violence, both in public and private space, have been opened up in different parts of the country, providing legal aid, medical aid, and shelter homes to victims of violence in all spaces, public and private. And you'll be very happy and proud to know that the government is now considering opening up one-stop shop or Shakhi in 9 countries overseas, including Australia, Canada, Singapore, Oman, Kuwait, Qatar, UAE, and Saudi Arabia. Of course, in the PPT, you see Wujawala, which is to prevent trafficking. It also arranges shelter homes. Mahila Police Volunteers as a police public interface. Mahila E-Heart Mission, which to facilitate entrepreneurship opportunities. Can you move the slide, please? Mahila Shakti Kendra, which was introduced so that women can have all facilities, including healthcare, quality education, etc., etc. Swadhar Griho, another project of the central government for shelter, food, clothing of the women. Women Entrepreneurship Fund scheme to help women entrepreneurs in different business ventures. Please go on. This is very important. You see, women entrepreneurs is round about 18% of the total entrepreneurs in India. And the quantum, the percentage gradually increases from 1998 till date. In terms of entrepreneurship, in terms of manufacturing, in terms of trade, and also in terms of social service. Women are moving up the ladder. Next slide, please. Cooperatives, very, very important. 1 million women are now into women cooperatives, and the number of women cooperatives is gradually increasing day by day. We are hopeful that with all your good wishes, we are going to go straight up to the top of the ladder. Sorry. Yeah. This is very important. My friend Shamikaji was speaking about women empowerment, and my boss over here was asking questions about how much we are in the power sector. Women in the panchayat, as you know, Panchayat Raj is the local self-government of villages in the rural village. And over there, as you see, 57% of women leaders in gram panchayats, village panchayats. In block panchayats, 40% of women govern the rural development. And the percentage in district panchayats, Jilla panchayats, is 43%. We can now say that women are, governing the rural development as much as men.
Bharati ji, the 6 minutes is
30 seconds more.
Okay.
In the parliament, we are progressing. In Lok Sabha, we are 78 seats out of 542. In defense and police service, also you see a growth. I will not continue. I'll stop over here with only one thing I'll say, that Narendra Modi government has made us all proud. But we know that there are many challenges and we have a long way to go. I'll only stop by saying that the woods are lovely, dark and deep, but this government has promises to keep, and many more miles before we go to sleep, and many more miles before we go to sleep. I'm there for questions. Thank you.